everybody, one of Wisdom here. It's about 5 in the morning, but what else would we do aside from Skylanders Trap Team Villainography, right? So that said, I have got Threatpack here. Let me get back to the spreadsheet. He, along with Grenade, were captured in Chapter 14. They both have a quest in Chapter 15, conveniently. Threatpack was a pretty cool battle sequence. This is what he looks like stock. I don't have any issues with it. I don't know what he looks like evolved, but I hope it is better than this. That's usually not the case, but you kind of get a feel for what the Threatpack or the Jetpack looks like. Primary attack, it is what I call the Rocket Blast. I call it that because that's what he calls it. So it kind of like Wayward Rockets. It looks like they don't have any rhyme or reason. They kind of alternate left and right side, but if you get in close to the target, you can see they do the 95. He can shoot them off very quickly. Let's see if we get the critical 142 as you saw there. So 95 to 142 on the primary attack Rocket Blast. Secondary attack, he laughs, he says hello, things like that. But essentially it does do damage if you were like going to try to get away from someone and then shoot rockets from a distance or something. It does 42 to 63 damage is what you're looking at. And what I called it is thrust away. So he does have a jump mechanism, and what I kind of like about it, it looks like he's just building up thrust as he goes upward. He can shoot the rockets while he's in the air. I mean, he's kind of always in the air, if you will, so not a big deal there. And while he jumps, he cannot do the secondary attack. So this is what he looks like. He's fairly quick. He's about average speed, I'd say, for a villain. I think the inclination might be he's got a jetpack, he's going to be a rocket ship. That is not the case. But I'm not a huge fan of his aesthetics. I don't hate it, but I'm usually the stock villain aesthetics I'm a big fan of. This one is just kind of you know, I feel like it's garden variety troll related. That said, I'm hoping that this might be one of those rare occasions when he evolves. I might actually prefer that better than the stock version, but I don't hate this. It's just not my favorite. So, but that said, pretty decent and respectable attacks. Main thing though with him, he's just kind of a lot of fun to mess around with. So it's just fun to fly around and, you know, aimlessly. It's kind of a trigger happy-ish type deal, if you will. So that said, again, his quest is Chapter 15. We're going to head off there. We will take a look at that. Then we will come back here to the training grounds, and we will see what he looks like evolved, and furthermore, and most importantly, what his evolved attack damage numbers are. So stay tuned for that, and I will catch you back here for the continuation of Threatpack's Villainography. Hey everybody, one of Wisdom here, still working on some Skylanders Trap Team Villainography very late at night or early in the morning. But we are here in Sky Highlands, Chapter 15. That is where we can find Threatpack's quest. Now, what I did, this is literally you land right here. And what I've done, I saw the other night, I guess last night, that there was the deal where you come in and you have to shoot down 30 pirate ships without rockets. And so I wrecked like around 60 of them. And then it said to land on the platform and it wouldn't let me, and so then I had to pick up the rockets and I just didn't fire any, and then I landed and it was like this weird crazy sequence. But everything went well and I got that achievement. I think it was like a 40.1 or something. But there's our ship right there that we wrecked everything with. I was actually Elite Terrafin when I did that, but absolutely dominated it, although you wouldn't know based on us just falling off. I don't even know how we did that actually. But anyway, right over here, if you come to the left of the starting point, you see Tessa show up, and she is going to
Glad you could make it, Threatpack. Since you used to be a professor and have those homing missiles, I figured you could fix this cannon up for us.
His eyes are green right now,
Nice
instead of red.
Threatpack. Now hop in the cannon and let's see what this baby can do.
So I guess he's already changed aesthetically. Quest complete, you break it, you fix it. I thought we were gonna get to shoot stuff. Okay. I like this better than I liked his stock aesthetic. The green, and it's weird because he had this before the quest like had officially evolved him, so one of those type of deals. But he looks epic with the green goggles. Let's take a look at his secondary attack. It's got a huge radius on it now. That's pretty sweet. Homing rockets are still funny, and they kind of have like a hot heat trail from them. But that's all we have to do for his quest. I think this one was 3-starred, wasn't it, in this chapter? Yeah, so we don't have to worry about any hats or anything. So I guess neither of these villain quests has a hat. But that is Threatpack, and that was his quest. Pretty simple. I guess you can actually hop in here. So let's do that. You don't have to by any means. What are we doing? Oh, good grief. This is epic. There are, I'm not really even aiming. I was just kind of like trying to figure out what the point of this was. I don't know that we shot the winged sapphires, but these are like the homing missiles, man. Oh, this is so cool.
Elemental attack.
Who cares? We've got like homing rockets using. Okay, this is just. 22 enemies, 2150, excellent. 1 of 1 on that. But can you replay that? No, you can't. I agree with the professor. That was great. That was pretty cool. Those were not like your standard little like elemental type attacks, you know, or something like a cloud bubble or a dirt clod or a gear. That was like his homing missiles. So pretty cool. And that said, we will check out his damage numbers there at the academy, and then we will also be sure to pay a good look at him kind of at the academy where we've got the good light and we're used to seeing characters. But thus far, I have to say, I believe I actually like his evolved form better than his stock form. So rarely happens, but hey, you know, sometimes it does. So I'm excited to go check that out, and we will continue on. We'll be back. I don't know if you heard him, but he said, if you would like lots of missiles, bring me in now. But we will do just that, my friend. I think I'm going to enjoy playing his Threatpack. But I'll be back for part 3 where we check out his evolved aesthetics and damage numbers. So stay tuned, and I will catch you here shortly. Hey everybody, one of Weezy here. It is after 6 in the morning. I have no idea why I'm up doing this, but hey, it's Skylander Trap Team Villainography. It's gotta get done, and let's face it, it's actually quite a bit of fun. So, speaking of fun, we have Threatpack. This is his evolved form. You capture him in Chapter 14. His quest is in Chapter 15, Sky Highlands. He has bonus content. Tessa is right there. If you land your ship after you sink the 30 pirate ships, you dock it, land on the platform, I think is how they word it. If you meander off to the left and kind of down, that's where you find Tessa. She has Threatpack. She wants to fix one of the turrets or the cannons. He comes in and he does that, and then the thing is, it's an automatic change. You don't really have to actually do anything physically, but you can hop in the turret, and if you do that, as Threatpack, you actually have homing missiles. Ordinarily, you know, you'd have like the little fireball with fire elements, you have the little cloud or air puff with air elements. If you were in a turret, and this works in any turret, not just that one, if you take Threatpack and he is your playable character at the time, not just loaded up in the portal, but actually who is in the turret, and you can switch in the turret, like say that I had Thunderbolt in the turret, and then I just come in and I right trigger over, press the villain button on your console, whichever button it may be. It will switch in the midst of the turret. You don't have to like eject and come back in. You've got the homing missiles, and that is awesome for any of those turret challenges, or if you have trouble, you know, maybe you get killed off and the health of the turret, etc. Those are a huge boost, literally. Speaking of boost, the aesthetic change on Threatpack, I can honestly say I like better than his stock aesthetic. So evolved Threatpack in the world of One of Wisdom is not equal to, but is rather greater than standard Threatpack. In the lower left hand corner you see standard Threatpack. He kind of had like a gold helmet with the red-eyed goggles, and now evolved Threatpack sort of has like the you know, nickel or silver plated helmet, and he's got this super sweet troll green goggles, and those are wicked cool in my opinion. The backside, I think I might have liked the stock one better, but I don't have it here to compare it. But the thrust boosters from the jetpack look about the same. His primary attack is what I dubbed the rocket blast, because that's honestly what he called it. Stock was 95 to 142. Check this out. You can fire him off just as fast, but now instead of 95, we're doing 123. And on the critical side, I'm thinking we should see one any minute now. I know what it is, but I'm wanting you to get to see it. 184. So 123 to 184. And then attack 2 is what I call thrust away. It looks like that. It's kind of an evasive maneuver. It deals damage both coming into and moving away from. It's got a much bigger like thrust radius or ring of thrust on it that will do damage. 55, I've never seen the critical number, but half of 55 is 27.5. They don't round up most of the time, so we can call that 27. And that, of course, would put it 55 to 82. So, this is Threatpack fully evolved. Again, this is one of these super rare instances where I can honestly say I prefer the evolved aesthetics more. You stay put, Quigley. You stay put. I prefer the evolved aesthetics more than the stock aesthetics. He didn't really have a huge increase in damage, especially when we've had like characters like, you know, Grave Clobber and then Grenade that we did right along with him. But it is sufficient, and I mean, like I said, these rockets fire off super fast, and then he's kind of got like the speed maneuver, so that's pretty cool. But he's really just, he's kind of like one of those trigger-happy characters. It's not the earth-shattering numbers that you see with some in terms of damage output, but it's super quick, it's efficient, and most importantly, he's just fun to play as. So I think I will enjoy the good professor joining me through the remainder of our Skylanders Trap Team adventure, and hopefully beyond if traps remain compatible. But that's it. This is it, man. This is our Villainography. We took a look at his stock aesthetics and attack damage numbers. We took a look at his quest, which is again kind of an auto completion one, and now we've taken a look at his evolved form and attack damage numbers. Be sure to take those links at the top of the video description box. You can go to my personal site, oneofweezem.com, or you can go to the Skylander Club Forum, SkylanderClub.com. Both sites you'll see the video, and then of course you will have access to my exclusive Skylanders Trap Team Villainography spreadsheet. Basically outlines everything for you. That's about all she wrote. If you enjoy this Skylanders Trap Team Villainography series, leave a like, leave a comment, let me know. Make sure you're subscribed, tell your friends about it. More importantly, if you are into all things Skylanders, check out the Skylander Club Forum. If you like it, sign up. We'd love to have you. And if you enjoy that and you enjoy my videos and you like to be part of the live stream, follow me on Twitch. I'm doing basically what I've dubbed a blind stream. So just twitch.tv/oneofweezem. Follow me there. You'll get notifications when I'm streaming. If that doesn't work or it doesn't send them out quick, make sure you follow me on Twitter. I always tweet before I go live. And last but not least, again, make sure you're subscribed. You can like me on Facebook, circle me on Google+, whichever you prefer. But for myself and Threatpack, we are going to call it a night. Even the good professor knows you've got limits on these research things. So we're going to end this. Again, he's just a crazy, zany character just to kind of even look at with his idle animation. So also of note, he's got some really cool in-game comments. At least I've enjoyed them. And most importantly, make sure if you're having trouble with the turrets that you take your evolved Threatpack into those situations, and he can probably help you conquer them. So that said, thanks so much for watching, and I will catch you back here for the next installment of Skylanders Trap Team Villainography.